In this video, we're going to talk about how to create a workbook from scratch. I mean, these are basic Excel skills, just how to get Excel started, how to type stuff in the cells, very basic stuff. So first of all, in a previous video, I taught you how to pin the Excel icon to the toolbar. If you don't have it pinned to the toolbar down at the bottom, you're going to have to go here and just search for Excel. And you'll find it right here in this menu. The other way you could do it, click on the Windows button icon, go up to Programs, and you're going to look in the appropriate folder to find it. If you're in my class, it's going to be in the student folder. If it's at home, it might just be listed like here on mine. It's just going to say Excel 2016. So we're going to open Excel. Should open fairly quickly. Then we're going to open a blank workbook. Like I had told you previously, this is your recent screen. You also have your templates. And the template we're going to be using is just a blank workbook. So in cell A1, we're just going to practice typing. So we're going to type Fabricam. Ink. So this is going to be the primary title for the worksheet. And just know that as you type, the text appears in the cell and in the formula bar. So look up at the formula bar up here. Whatever you type in the cell is going to appear up here in this formula bar. And we'll use that more later in another lesson. But if you click off of your cell and you click back into your cell and you start typing, it's going to type right over what you had. Instead, to make a correction, go up here into the formula bar and click to edit your text. So then we're going to hit enter. Hitting enter will drop us to the next row. If we hit tab, it's going to take us to the next column. We're going to click enter to take us down a line to the next row. And it looks like it's flowing. If we look back at A1, it looks like it's flowing into B1 also. But it just flows into B1 to let you be able to read everything that's in A1. It's not really, part of it is not really in B1. We can expand our column if we want to by either double clicking between A and B here at the top, and it will auto size it to whatever the longest text is or number is in your column, or you can simply click and hold and make it as wide as you want to. So in A2, we're going to just type in 123 4th Street. Press enter. And that's basically how you type things into your cells. You can auto size this again, make it stretch out a little bit more. And, say you're sitting here on your screen working at a job or working at home. Someone calls you. You need to jot down a quick note, but you don't want to do so on this workbook. You don't want to mess up what's here. You could easily hit File. You can click New, Blank Workbook, and this is Book 2. So we had Book 1 open. This is Book 2, and you have a completely new worksheet and workbook. So you can just type, maybe you weren't expecting the call and you needed somewhere to write it down. So you type it in here, then you can copy and paste it into another document. You can jot it down, put it in your calendar or whatever later. That's just a quick way to know how to open 2 at a time. You can open as many as you want. I'm sure there's a limit at some point, but you can have multiple workbooks and worksheets open at a time. So we can close this. And since we didn't type anything in there, it's not going to ask us to save. If we had jotted down a note, it's going to ask us to save the workbook. And we'll keep this open for the next video, for the next step-by-step.